this company first. First of all, this information here is not a live piece of information. If I press refresh on this screen, I will lose all this information. Now, this is what's happened to me. Now, I was with Artilla. I had 16,831.41 cents dollars, invested. I would have been making 1,015 and 11 daily. That's up here. And so this week I would have been able to have taken out some money. However, last week Artilla done a rug pull. Okay, a lot of people know what that means. I've only just recently learned it. But my information about here is that this company was called Artilla IO or Artilla Ltd. Now down here there will be would have been a claim button. It says the time, it carries on ticking and stuff like that, but it's just not gonna work because they've actually pulled down this site. Okay, they pulled down the site, and at the bottom usually you would have seen on the main screen that there was a limit. This was a limited company registered by Company House in UK. Now let's go into Artilla. Let's see. Now I'm not asking anybody to join Artilla. I'm just showing you that we can investigate before we put money in anything. So I'm not even gonna pause this video, delete or anything like that. I'm just gonna keep putting this information out so people have. Right, it says Artilla is an official registered company. Yes, it was officially registered. Now, they registered the company with Company House. All right, Company House, register company. All right, so here we can register, as you can see, $9.99. You can pay to register your company, and you get information posted to your home, or they'll give it to you in an email. Now with Artilla Limited, they got it in an email, okay, and what they did is that they copied it and put it directly onto their page, so you thought this was a real company. The thing about Artilla, this company is just a bogus company. It had George Metcalf as the leader of the company. And at the present moment still, I've written to Telegram to let them know that they're still trying to get money off people by telling them that they will access their account. They needed another $50 payment or $100 payment to be set through. When it's sent through through Binance, Coinbase, MoonPay, then they'd be able to see their transaction, and then they will be able to send them back money. But they don't ask you for any bank details of yours or anything to take the money. But once they've taken your money, they lock you off Telegram, so you have no other contact with them. They are still doing this up to this present moment. Now, I have reported this to the police over a week ago, and yet the police up to today have still not contacted me. Now, I contacted them on, because I believe this happened on a Tuesday, and I think it was a Wednesday that I contacted the police. So from the 18th until the 23rd, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days has gone, and the police have still not contacted me in regards to Artilla, and probably still allowing people to lose hundreds of pounds. And while Artilla Limited, the people behind them, are making loads of money. And I also contacted Company House to let them know that this is actually a fake company, this is a fraud company on what they had done. The address that they gave was, okay, let's have a look at, we're gonna have a look at this Company House, yes, or the information that they're gonna give. Okay, the company number, that's here. They're gonna give some information. This place here, we're going to have a look at this. No thanks, we don't need to have a look at this. But let's have a look at this address, okay? We're going to search the website for this address. Let's go have a look. So, it's starting to look a bit funny now, isn't it? Because they're talking about Seeger Place is flats. Yes, Seeger Place is flats. Let's look at the image of what it looks like. This is what Sega Place looks like. It doesn't even point to number 27. The reason why it doesn't point to 27 at any point, you will not find that. Even on the maps, you won't find it on maps. You'll find the image of what it looks like, but if you go to maps, you will not find Sega Place as such in that area. Okay? Reason why you won't find Sega Place, number 27, is because it used to be a distillery. It's no longer a distillery. It's been taken down, and now it's a set of high-rise buildings and apartments and stuff for people to live and the whole businesses. But number 27, as you see, Sega Place, Deptford, that still exists. Sega Place. That postcode exists for the distillery. However, if you send post to that, no one will receive it. No one will get it, because every apartment has a different postcode now, not in relation to SE8 4QN. Now, these are things that everybody who invested into Artilla, we could have done our due diligence and we could have found out this information. People who register the website, even the people who register it, like the guy's name was Aaron, who registered the Artilla. Now, he put down different addresses, and we can find those different addresses, but yet when we look, we won't see him. Okay, so we've got to Artilla Limited, and then I'm going to type in Aaron, because this is one of the people, and I believe that this will come up with some information as well. Let's have a look. Now, if you find something's long-winded, you can always just forward. It's fine. You can forward it to certain parts, but just know that this place, 27 Sega Place, does not exist, and it probably only cost them £8 to get it registered, £8, right, to register this information, to have a fraudulent business running, all right? Now, Company House, they don't do any due diligence. They don't check. They just take your word for it. So what they do is that they take your information that you've given them. You've given them some Gmail account, with Artilla written on it, because that's what I saw, aaron.artilla@gmail.com. So it wasn't even registered properly. It was just a Gmail account, which anybody can create a Gmail account. And then they send out all your information. All right, send out all the information that you need. So for £8, this was made, and we believed. A lot of us believed. I'm not going to say I didn't believe. Of course I believed. I invested 3,500 English pounds into this business. This business was a fake business, but this is how easy it is to do stuff. Now, I'm going through all these things because, we need to look out for these things. And when you invest in money, we need to have a look, okay? So this information is there, and that's it. You see, this is their information, what they want to give us. The other part where I can put in, if I put in George's name, I don't even have to put in the whole name. There's so many little bits that we can do before we hand over money.
their server can be. Okay, their server IP is 51.89.165.68. All right, so they were based in the UK. Now, they are very smart people. They worked out that, we use an old address and we can rip people off, and we've got to use this server and so on. And this server address will take us right basically to where they are. We can retrieve a lot of things back, but the police work so slow that they're gonna disappear. They will disappear before we have a chance to get anything back. Okay, so this is a lot of information, as you can see. The site was registered. This is kind of things that you need to look at. Who is? Look at that website now. We go to who is. This is what I mean. We can do our own due diligence, like domain name. We know it's Artilla.io, and you could do it with anything. Hyperverse, Bitcoin, Coinbase. We can find out who people are, so they don't have to run away, or they think they can run away from us, and they wouldn't be able to run away. We look down and see. Look, they redacted all this information. Yeah, they didn't want us to have this information about them, and because they knew that we would find out. You would find out who they are, what they were doing. Okay, so sorry about the screen here. Let's bring it back in. I'm gonna use my up and down arrows on here. I think my screen is too sticky, but it's okay, right? Because this information you can still find out. You can still find out who done what, even if they redacted the information. It's just like it's still left here, so we still know. We can write, like I've written to abuse at nameszillow.com to let them know this was a fake site and so on. The police could find out more information. Look, there was a phone number left here. That phone number does not exist. You can see aaron.artil@gmail.com. That address bounces back. So not there. Admin Street, 301 High Street. There's nothing else with that. You could go onto Gmail, search it. You probably won't find nothing. Again, the name, Aaron Rugpull, you'll go on link ID, you won't find it. You won't find him. So before we start putting money into things, what we need to do as people, we need to do our due diligence. It takes what? 30 minutes before 30 minutes to an hour to research people?
We need to do our due diligence and to find out more. Spend 20 minutes, an hour to find out about the company before we give them our money. Thanks for listening. Look out for the next video. Blessed.